Well, welcome back to the channel. Today we're doing the Whitegate way, and we are at, would you believe, Whitegate. Whitegate is about 2 foot away from Winsford. Well, this is originally Whitegate station, and the walk we're doing today you can do from Winsford to here, or from here to Winsford, or from here to Delemere Forest. So it's a fantastic walk. Just trying to find you some details of show you the map. So you come off New Road in Winsford, and it gives an idea. If we can focus on the map, we're here, because it says we're here, and you can, there's the Whitegate way, which takes us back to Bradford Road in Winsford, or to New Road in Winsford, and you can carry on all the way past Abbott's Moss, all the way to Delemere Forest. And if you know the rail trail and the salt line, and this is a similar sort of idea, that it was originally a rail trail. And the beauty of this is, that's the car park, that's the car park, so there's plenty of car parking spaces, so you've got no need to worry about finding somewhere to park. And the best of this bit as well, which is why I've chose to come this way, because I've got to take some photos for Google Maps anyway, but the as you come in, there's a cafe, so you can go for a walk to here as far as Winsford or wherever, come back and get something to eat. We have got picnic benches out if we have a nice day. It's bloody cold this morning, so a nice set of picnic benches. Some more details of the walk. Tells you what you can see. Grebe, tufted ducks, woodpeckers, owls, squirrels, foxes, rabbits. So lots of wildlife to see. All the path is supposed to be first class, so if you disabled or in a wheelchair, this should be fine. And still the car park goes on and on. And of course there is no trains come here anymore, but still cars parked down here. They could probably take 100 cars. So let's head off down the trail. So we're off the car park, which is absolutely massive. We're on the actual trail now. There's seats, and it's a nice sheltered walk, especially if it's a hot day. Should we ever get a hot day, of course, but see the seats as you walk. Nice straight traffic free walk. As you walk down there is footpaths off, so you want to go off piste and in the fields. It's just like the rail trail, because this was originally, it's going back about 100 years when it was a railway. It's ideal for cyclists because you can come in at Winsford, cycle all the way to Delemere Forest without touching any road. And what better than that? Probably going to be better in about 2 or 3 weeks because it's starting to change colour now. We see this first signs of autumn, but another 2 or 3 weeks and it's going to be magnificent colour down here. Well, it's nice and peaceful. We've seen a couple of cyclists, very popular with dog walkers. Obviously we do get quite a few runners, like a park run type of thing. It's ideal because it's nice pathway. Plenty of these seats as you go along, and there's evidence of wildlife. I can't quite get to see. It looks like a badger set, but I can't get close enough to actually make it out. Could be rabbits or fox, but generally if it's a badger it's flat at the bottom. Plenty of lovely views off in the fields, and so it's nice and peaceful. Get away from everything. Again, we've got more paths off. That's a sneaky little path. It doesn't actually say where it goes, it just says a footpath. Just having a look across the sort of scenery you've got a little white house there. You've got some GGs or horses, depending how old you are, over there, which you can't quite focus on because there's something in the road, but nice posh house over there. So the paths are still good if you're disabled in a wheelchair. Shouldn't be any problem down here. It's not tarmac or anything, but it's pristine condition, and they do advertise it as being ideal for wheelchairs, etc. We've got a post here. I'm just wondering if this is actually a road, or I can hear cars, but no, I think this is just a bridge over the road, not the actual, so you're not crossing the road like some of the paths do. You can actually appreciate the views actually over the road. It's plenty of views. It is a bit surprising that there's not more winter colour, because sort of generally all the trees are showing the winter colour, but it's as though it forgot you. You can just see it starting, but most of it is still green as though it's summer. Obviously you can see the leaves on the ground, but compared with in towns, even more footpaths off, just at the top of a stile, and we turn around without falling down. There's another one there. Well, this is through the main crop, and there is a distinct path there where they can see the actual church in the distance. And say there's another one there. They're quite steep and dodgy, these paths. So there's plenty to explore. You don't need to just keep to the trail. There's plenty to see as well. More evidence of wildlife. Someone's been certainly having a dig at that, hasn't it? And down there. Looks like that's very sandy, isn't it? It's not actually gone through, but something had a dig at it. Just such a peaceful place. We've seen perhaps half a dozen people, not really any problems, a few bikers. And if you're a cyclist, this is a godsend, because you can go for miles without having to worry about cars or anything else. Again, you can see things have been dug there. Well, it said at the beginning there is sort of rabbits and all sorts of things. Yet more paths off. More joggers out with the dog's having a fine day. It's just interesting, you can see the difference there, that I don't know where this path leads. We're sort of sheltered where we are, and here you can start to see there's a tree there quite red. So autumn sort of come on the outside, but not down this sort of alleyway. Another view across, the magnificent tree there. It's absolutely bloody massive, that is. Well, you can see the crop and the woodlands. So these paths have something for everybody, whether you're after nature or a bike ride or a run, or just to get away for a bit, and some nice scenery, wildlife. I was just asking a woman that came about lakes. She said, "Oh, I've never seen any lakes." She'd probably been past one. We call it a lake, a pond, or what would you call it? Well, there's a little woodland area here. It's all fenced off. So whether it's quite a nature reserve or no sign of anybody fishing, because normally anything that's fishable, there's always somebody out fishing. If we can get near the edge without falling over or getting stung by the nettles. Nice little nature bit. There's a nice lake. See, these trees are changing, whereas the ones down there, the main drive, aren't. I was trying to see if there's any disturbance on the water, if there's actually any fish, but we would expect to see quite a lot of wildlife. Something just flew past, but I'm just too far away and too quick to work out what it was. See if there's anything else. The water rippling, there's another whatever it was. Water rippling there under them trees, so there's something about. Again, a lovely view of the countryside. Well, the path suddenly dips down here and it does cross a road. So if you could park, there's another entrance you could use here. I'm not exactly sure where here it is. Doesn't actually say, but you could probably it's saying no bikes, but probably park here really, but and it goes back up the other side. Lots of moot cows. A lot of cows. Again, we've got more of the same, it just keeps going. I think it's time for me to turn back because I'm not quite at Winsford, but the only problem with these is you got to walk back, haven't you? And you have to sort of calculate that. And we've done about 7,000-8,000 steps to here. I say we could walk on and come out at Winsford. It's ideal if you've got two of you, one drives to the other end and meets halfway sort of thing. Well, it just gives you a general idea of what to expect. So we'll head back and perhaps take a look at the path that goes a little bit to Delemere Forest. We're back at the start and just gone under the bridge. This is the way you can now walk this way to Delemere Forest. So you've got another very similar walk that way for Delemere Forest. Again, plenty of seats about, plenty of countryside. So it's been a very interesting, ooh, it's a bit echoey that is. Very interesting walk, nice and peaceful, no cars or anything to worry about. And it tells you it's Delemere Forest is 9 kilometres and Cudington is 4.7 kilometres that away. So there's plenty to walk around here. I'm just looking at the cafe. They've got a outdoor area here, which is nice. Even if it's raining, you can still get a brew. The sidings cabin, I don't know what's in there. All pretty graffiti flowers. So a nice little place for the cafe. And you do need it when you come home. Free Wi-Fi. Can't be bad. And they've got a tea garden out here when you get a proper cup of tea, where you got a teapot. Who has teapots nowadays? I mean, it's not at his best flower wise, but there's plenty of flowers about. Old railway truck.